Hey, how everybody doing tonight? I want to go ahead and apologize for this video in advance. This video is not intended for my normal people, 25, 35 of you guys and gals that usually watch my channel. This is intended for 3 specific people who think they're big shots, and I'm not getting down on them because I kind of like something about each one of these 3 guys. First of all, they're making it work with what they're doing. What gets on my nerves is when somebody tells somebody else how they need to spend their money in order to make money or whatever. If they solicit you for the advice and ask you about it, that's one thing. Don't just tell people how to spend their money. You know, they're the ones out there earning it. And especially don't tell them how to earn your money if you're out there blowing your money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. Another thing. Yes, rates are low right now. I guarantee you there's way more loads that are cheap than they are that pay good. However, you can still book these good loads. You can still make good money. You don't have to go out and scare people and say, oh, rates are low, you can't make money right now, and da-da-da, and just go on, and then end it. Yeah, it's okay to say, hey, the rates are low, but some freight is paying good. You just have to know how to look for it, da-da-da. Here's what you can do, da-da-da. Don't just tell people that the rates are low and freight's terrible right now. You know, be gloom and doom. I mean, come on, you gotta. Some of these people out here hadn't been doing it very long, and they hear this and they get scared. Don't scare these people. Don't be fearmonger. You know, be honest with these people. Tell them the truth. Yeah, rates are not very good right now, but there are good loads out there. And encourage them to look for the loads. Encourage them. You know, hey, book it in advance and you can be more selective on your loads. I mean, do stuff like that. Don't be negative towards these people. I don't like that. I like to be honest. I like to be forthcoming, and I will tell you what you want to know, what you need to know. If you want some information, you want to come to me about it, fine. I'd be glad to help anybody. I've been in truck driving since 1997. I grew up in truck driving. My uncle was a bull hauler back in the day before they had interstates and they had cab overs. My granddaddy was a truck driver back when they had gas burners and it wasn't diesel engines. My first job out of high school was working in a shipping department, loading trailers, backing trailers up to doors, stuff like that. I've been in shipping, receiving, truck driving. In all, I've been in shipping and logistics for over 30 years. I'm not some rookie at this. I didn't just fall off the turnip truck yesterday. It may sound like it by some of the things I say, but most of when I'm talking and doing my videos, I try to be lighthearted. I try to be comical a little bit. I try to lighten the mood. But I'll be serious and tell you the truth. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. I have nothing to gain by doing that. I have nothing to gain about lying about the loads I'm hauling. I don't have an ego when it comes to, I made this much this week, how much did you make? I don't care. I make enough to pay my bills, I'm happy. You know, I don't worry about my fuel mileage. You know, the truck's empty, it needs fuel, I put fuel in it. I go 75 miles an hour. I don't try to conserve fuel. I'm not that kind of person. That doesn't concern me. I don't have kids to put through college. I don't have all this other stuff. I still make a really good living, and I'm not bragging about it. I'm just stating the fact that you can make a good living and not be constantly giving yourself an ulcer over fuel mileage or over this or that. It's pretty simple. And I'm sorry I done rambled on almost 5 minutes, but I just wanted to clarify what this is all about. I just want you guys to know, and girls, that what I'm showing you is legit. I don't have time. It would have took me all night to go through all my loads, pick out every one of them, and redact them enough to where I don't give out people's personal information. Brokers, agents, shippers, receivers, so on. So I went in there and just randomly picked out about 6 or so loads so you can look at them and see what I'm talking about, because I've been called a liar, a bum, and everything else because I stand up and I tell the truth. Since I've been back, I've been with Landstar combined almost 3 years. Okay, I've only been back with them. I was with them in 2013, 2014, and I've been back now about 6 months or so. Almost 6 months. Okay, so altogether I've been with them almost 3 years, about 2.5 years or so. All right, so since I've been back, the majority, by a long shot majority, of the loads I've hauled have been $3 plus gross a mile. I don't get that full $3, I get 65% of it. If you took my average of all my loads from the first one till now, I guarantee you my average to the truck, based on the information provided to me by the agents, which is the miles I drove, what the load pays. Okay, you take my fuel surcharge, you take the line haul, I get 65% of the line haul, 100% of the fuel surcharge, if I'm driver assist, hazardous cargo, multiple stops, stuff like that, you get all that money. Okay, so if you went back and did an average of all my loads since I've been here, my average to the truck would be between $1.90 and probably $2.10 a mile, somewhere in between there. I'm not sure exactly where, but it'd be somewhere in there. Because the majority of the loads I've hauled, at least 2/3 to 3/4 or more, have paid gross over $3 a mile. I'm not making this up. I have nothing to gain by saying this, making this up. I have less than 125 subscribers on YouTube. I'm not trying to, I do this for fun. I'm enjoying it. I bought a GoPro. I did, I'm just having fun on YouTube, keeping up with some great guys out there that I've met through YouTube, and I enjoy talking to them. We talk about truck driving. We talk about other stuff. Some of them live in the same state I live in. It's just fun for me, okay? But anyway, I just want to show you a few quick things. I apologize. I didn't have time to put it together fancy like. I'm going to walk you through it, and then I'm going to go back at the end of the video, and I'm going to put a screenshot of each one of these bills in the video, so you can pause it and look at the freight bill. You can take the like I said before, you take the line haul times 65%. That's what I get. Then you add in the fuel surcharge, any other monies that I get, then divide it by the miles, and see how many of them come out to more than $2 a mile, how many come out less than $2 a mile, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, like again, I said, all this information is based off of given to me from the agents and the brokers, the freight bill. So here we go. I'm sorry I've been rambling for over 8 minutes. I don't mean to. I just want to make my point. That's all. And I normally don't engage in this with these crazy people, but anyway. All right, so I apologize again, like I said. All right, so here's a freight bill. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in on it a little bit where you can see it. Okay, so let's see, we're gonna move it around. Okay, so we see right here is 596 miles, right there. Okay, let's go back up here. Okay, now, all right, so I get the fuel surcharge, which is $232.44. The line haul is $1424.44, and the total revenue is $1656.88. You can't just say 65% of this and that's your number, because I get 100% of the fuel surcharge. So what we have to do is we have to do 65% of $1424.44. So I'm gonna try this and see if it works here. We'll see what happens. Okay, it was $1424.44 times 65, and back that up, 0.65. All right, we get $925.88 well, it would be 89, but we'll say 88 cent. 925.88. Okay, now we're going to add $232.44 to that. All right. And we get 1158.32. Actually, it's 33, but I'm going to say 32. All right. Let's look at our miles. Our mileage was, what was it? Oh, wrong one. 596 miles. Right here, see? All right. So, let's go back to our thing and divide that by 596. All right, divided by 596. $1.94 a mile. If you round it up, which you can't do, but we'll just say $1.94 because I rounded down all the times before, so we'll keep doing that. $1.94 a mile to the truck. That's what I made on that load. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, let's go to the next freight bill. Okay. All right, here's our next freight bill. Okay. This is a heavy one, 42,700 pounds. See right there? Okay. All right, let's go on down. Okay. Now, this one paid, oh crap. All right. So this one paid 3,700 line haul, 381.81 total. Okay, and then we see our distance right here, 1,157 miles. This is a load I'm going to be pulling Friday. This is a load I'm going to pick up Friday. So this is a load that I'm picking up this week. This is not an old load from way back in the day when rates were good or whatever. This is the load that I'm picking up, taking back down south. Okay, so let's do our numbers. What do we have? We have, all right, we got $3,700 times 65%. All right, we got $36.99.35. Okay. Our fuel surcharge is $381.81. Okay. And our total miles was 1157. So let's go back to our calculator. All right. So plus 381.81 is $4,081.16. And that ain't right. Okay, we messed up somewhere. Let's go back. All right, 3,700 times 0.65 is 2405. Okay, plus 381.81. 2786.81. That's the amount of money that I get. Okay, now let's divide that by the total miles. 1157 provided to me by the agent. $2.40 a mile. If you round it up, it'd be $2.41. So we had one load that was $1.94. We have one that's $1.40. $2.40. I'm sorry. All right. So $2.40, $1.94. So far, we're averaging over $2 a mile. All right, that's just the first two. All right, okay, pull up one more. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, so the total revenue on this one is $22.50. The line haul is $1978.40, and our fuel surcharge is $271.60. Our mileage is 776. Okay, if you can see that. All right, so let's get our calculator. Line haul, 1978.40. Times 0.65. 1285.96. And our fuel surcharge is 271.60. $15.57.56 is what we get, divided by 776 miles. $2 on the nose. You round it up, it'd be 201. So, let's see. And I was hoping we could make that bigger. Let's try it like this. Won't make it any bigger. Okay, but anyway, you can see it, right? $2. Okay. So, all right, let's look at our next one. All right, our next one, not so big a load, but we're still looking at the averages here. Okay, on this load, we see 1220 is our line haul, $150 for hazardous cargo, because this is a hazmat load, and my fuel surcharge was 33 cents a mile for $162.69. Now, so we're going to do the 1220 times 65%. $793. That's how much I get of the line haul. Okay. Let's go back and look at our amounts we got to add together. 150, 162.69. Okay. For a total of $1105.69. That's how much money we got on that load. And the mileage was 493. If you can see that right there, 493. All right, so we're going to divide this by 493. $2.24. So we had $1.94. We had $2.40. Now we're at $2.24. You can see that. Okay. All right, let's look at our next freight bill. This one's a little better. All right, so on this one, our line haul is $3,000. Our fuel surcharge is $500 for a total of $3,500. And our total mileage is 1,075 miles. Okay. So we do 3,000 times 0.65, $1,950 plus 500 fuel surcharge, and divide that by 1,075 miles. Well, shoot, I hit the wrong button. All right, so we had 1950 plus 500 divided by 1075. $2.27.9. Actually, it's $2. Might as well say $2.28. All right, so we had $1.94. We had $2.40. We had $2.24. Now we had $2.27. You see what I'm saying? I'm not making this up. This is facts. This is true. This is money. This is what I'm making. I'm not making this crap up. You can call me a liar. I'm not a liar. By now, I'm sure you've probably already hung up anyway or gone on to another video. So I don't know why I'm bothered to even keep going, but I will. I got one more, I think. Let's see. Okay. All right, this one's not as glamorous, but we'll still do it because we're looking at averages. Okay. So the line haul, $14.55. Fuel surcharge is $170. for a total of $16.25 at 425 miles. Okay. 1455 times 0.65. $945.75. Our fuel surcharge was $170. Divided by 425 miles. $2.62 to the truck. Yeah. Well, hey, that ain't much money. Yeah. Hey, I only drove 425 miles, man. You know what I'm saying? 425 miles. 7 hours. Less than 7 hours. We're on duty, fueling, unloading, combined, plus driving 7 hours. You see what I'm saying? Look, you can hate on me all you want. It don't bother me. I've been hated on all my life, man. Been shot at when I was in the Army. Not scared. It don't bother me. What kills me is that my video is crooked. There we go. All right. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you this. I'm not making this up. I have freight bill after freight bill after freight bill. I keep every freight bill. I keep all my bill of ladings. I keep all my records. I keep my fuel receipts. I keep my scale tickets, my tolls. I keep all that stuff. I know what you said. Oh, yeah, he's like a rookie. He just started doing this. Nah, man, I've been doing this since 2011. You know? So you can hate on me all you want. I don't really care. I'm here having fun. If you can see the truck, the wreck that I survived, man, almost burned alive. I'm not out here competing against anybody. I'm out here having fun. And I'm making a pretty good living, supporting my family, and making new friends. So I've made a lot of new friends in a short period of time. A lot of them are Landstar, some of them are not. You know, if you had a bad time at Landstar, I'm sorry. I love Landstar. When I came back over the road, the only way I was coming back over the road was with the condition that it's with Landstar. When I reapplied after being off from being over the road, just local driving I was doing for a couple of years, I didn't think Landstar would take me back. They did. And I told my wife, I said, hey, if they don't take me back, I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to go to work for some outlaw company or anybody like that. It's going to be with Landstar or nobody. I did not even have a truck. I just went ahead and applied. They accepted me back in less than 2 weeks. Normally it takes a month to process. Less than 2 weeks, they accepted me back. I was flabbergasted. Damn, I'm terrible at pronouncing words. Flabbergasted, I think I said. Anyway, all right. So I ain't lying. When the person I spoke to called me and said, "Hey, everything's done. We just need your truck information," I literally almost started crying, man, because I was so excited to be going back to Landstar. I love this company, and it ticks me off when I hear people trashing on it. Yeah, if you go back and look at my videos, you'll see where I've said some things about Landstar I don't like. No job is perfect. There's going to be things you don't like about any job. But they're basic, little, simple, piddly stuff. It's not something that would make me ever want to leave Landstar. If you got your own authority and you're doing great, more power to you, man. I don't want that headache. But hey, if you want to do it, that's great. If you're making good money, that's great too. I've been rambling for 25 minutes. I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to post the freight bills, the redacted freight bills, so you can see them. Look at them yourself. Do the math yourself in case you think I did some kind of hoochie-goochie with the math while we were sitting here. I didn't. I don't have to. It's real. You know how to search for loads because you drove for Landstar before. You know how to set up the parameters. You know how to search for loads. You don't go in there and search without putting in your parameters. My number one parameter, $2.50 a mile. I don't even look at anything less than that. I have, when I got desperate, went and looked at something just to try to get going if I was stuck somewhere. And I took a load this week that paid $2.36 a mile, gross. So that brought my average way down. But hey, that $2.36 linked me up to a $2.82. That linked me up to that load I just showed you, paying over $2.40 to the truck. Now, you throw that $3.53 in there with that $2.36, with that $2.82. Boom, baby, we back up over the $2.50. We back up there. You see what I'm saying? Plus, those two loads were short loads. This load, the big load, is over 1,157 miles, man. You know? So, you're going to pull your liberal Democrat thing and start pulling, well, you didn't do this, but but it don't count because you didn't do this. I mean, come on, man. Quit being petty. Just accept it. You can make money at Landstar. And if you're thinking about coming over here, talk to me. I'll tell you the truth. I'm not going to BS you. I'll tell you the truth. Those other guys that used to drive for Landstar, I don't know what happened to them. I don't know if they couldn't make it. I don't know if they just got tired of the rules and regulations that everybody has to follow in the trucking industry because of the way it's screwed up nowadays. But, hey, I'm having to do, because I started back and I had some issues with my truck, I'm having to do a DOT inspection every 30 days for 4 months. But hey, I know it's part of the deal. It's part of it to get over here. It's part of it. That's why Landstar is so good, man, because they take it to a whole nother level that some of these outlaw companies don't. So if you want to come over here, hey, talk to me, you know. And I'm not asking you to put me down as a reference or say I referred you or whatever. I'm not trying to make any money off of anybody. I just want everybody to get a piece of this, you know. This is good stuff over here with Landstar. We got a lot of freight. Some places we don't have a lot of freight. But overall, if you like running the Southeast, if you like running Chicago, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Texas, places like that, Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, all through in the heart of the country, you can come here and make a really good living, man. But you got to be smart about it. You do. You have to be smart. I got lucky. My truck payment is only $720 a month, and I got a 2014 Volvo 780 with a brand new rebuilt engine. They just rebuilt the daggum thing when I drove it off the lot. So I'm good to go for a while. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So $720 a month truck payment, I don't even have to set my perimeter that high to $250, but I do it because I don't want to haul cheap freight. For guys out there with a $180,000 Peterbilt with a $4,000 a month payment, yeah, you got to go somewhere where you're getting 85%. You can't make it on 65%. Trust me, I know people that couldn't make it here because their truck payment was too high. So that's the fact, Jack. That's why I don't worry about fuel mileage. I don't worry about this and that, because I know at the end of the day, $720 truck payment, I'm good to go. So, you know, and I'll pay my truck off early. I'll have it paid off in probably 2 years, 3 years tops. So, anyway, if you want to know more about me and how I got over here, how I got my truck, how I got everything set up, you know, if you're curious, hey, my email address, thetruckerstable@gmail.com. Email me. We'll talk. I'll give you my phone number. We can talk. I don't know if I want to give it to people that are hating on me, though. I might not want to talk to y'all. Anyway, I hope this shed some light on some stuff. I hope it put to bed some of these haters. And let's just move on, man. I don't like making videos like this. So we're going to end it here at 30 minutes. I'm going to throw in those pictures. And I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great day. It's hump day and we finally made it through it.